Hi, I'm Linda Guillory with Linda Plays Video Games. Thanks for joining. So for the last few weeks, we've been looking at Tiger Electronics, and we're going to continue that trend. This time, I'm going to look at the Tiger Electronics, again from the 1980s, but these are going to be the ones in the black boxes. So let's see what we have here. This is the Hand Arcade series from Tiger Electronics, or if it was released in France, it could be the or electronic type. But we have a Jawbreaker, Space Invaders, Star Castle, we have a King Kong, and there's also a knockoff or a Tandy version. I don't know if I would actually call it a knockoff. It's basically the same thing, but it's a Tandy King Kong. Then we have or electronic Monster Maze, a Tiger Monster Maze, super rare Space Invaders game calculator in the series, and then this is a CGL version of the Monster Maze called Pocket Puck Monster. So that's what the games look like boxed. I took out a couple just to show you. Here I have the Tiger version of King Kong, and I just turned it on. Let's see if I can get a demo going. You can see King Kong climbing up. We have a fireman down here. So the name of the person that we're trying to rescue is Penelope. And the fireman, he has to run back and forth collecting items that King Kong has dropped, like her shoes and her purse, while avoiding the bombs that King Kong is throwing. And if he does that, he gets more energy and more pills as he climbs to save Penelope. One of the things I find interesting about this is if you look at the Tandy version, it's actually a different screen. So just the LCD is slightly different between the Tiger and the Tandy. And actually, if you look at multiple Tandys, there'll be multiple different LCD screens for these. So one little interesting fact. All right, so that was the King Kong. One of the other ones. Oh, let me turn that off. That drives me nuts. All right. Oh, well, which brings up another good point. On the Tandy version, there's actually no way of turning off the game without taking the batteries off. You have a sound off there. But in the Tiger version, you can actually turn off the game there. So that's another little variation. To get the Tandy off, you have to take the batteries out, or otherwise it's always on. But the Tiger version allows you to turn it off with that little button there. The next one I have to share is just the regular Space Invader. I'm not going to play these, but if we just look at the demo mode, I think we all know how Space Invaders is played. You're the guy on the bottom, moving back and forth, trying not to destroy your little bases in front of you, but at the same time, shooting through the gaps to take down the Space Invaders before they can land and kill you. So that is Tiger Hand Arcade Space Invaders from the 1980s. For the time, this was probably a really cool little game to have in your back pocket. All right, let's see. What's the next one we have? Oh, this one, Star Castle. So I took out Star Castle for one reason and one reason only. My boss tells the cutest story about seeing her husband in the 1980s, I guess, playing Star Castle at putt-putt golf. And she said he played it so well, she was so impressed, she decided to hang out with him because she knew she would be cool, and that's how she ended up marrying him. based on a Star Castle game. So they always ask me about extra Star Castle games if I find them. But I just thought it was the cutest story because I remember Putt Putt Golf and going there playing the video games. And so it's funny that that's where she met her husband. All right, player one. And I'm just going to go in one direction to make it easy as I fire and shoot. It is hard to keep this up and try. I call this my little dodge and move technique, where I basically just move every time I shoot. Okay, unless I don't remember to move. So, and you can go the other direction. It gets really boring if you don't. This reminds me a little bit of Gyrus from Ness. I think you kind of go in a circle and shoot in that one also. Okay, that's game over. Star Castle from Tiger. Hey guys, thanks for joining while we played our handheld arcade games. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click like, and I will see you next time. Thanks.